Okay, so we're into August now, meaning that we're getting closer and closer to October, and that's when my noobs for horror uh, October series is going to kick off. Where we're going to look at a lot of horror things throughout the month of October. Um, Looks like we're getting a pre-show for that because not only am I seeing Weapons next week, but this dropped this weekend, which I was looking forward to, but there was also a hint of dread there at the exact same time. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strong from QuickTime Reactions, and I watched Together. This is the film that stars Dave Franco, Alison Brie, Damon Herman, as well as a couple of other people. And it is about this couple that move out of the city to a nice little home in the woods when all of a sudden things start turning really weird. And when they have any sort of connection whatsoever, they start to stick to each other and like meld into each other. And so it's up to them to try and find a way to stop it from, fully consuming their bodies. Um, so yeah, before we get into my thoughts, I must talk about the bit of controversy that this film um, kind of enveloped itself in. Um, the writer-director of this movie, Michael Shanks, as well as Franco and Brie, I think were listed in this, were sued by another filmmaker who said they basically carbon copied my film. Now, I'm sorry, I can't remember the exact name of the film in question, but I do remember this kind of being the kind of big story, kind of before the movie got released, and then another one that kind of followed the movie was how really good it was and how really terrifying it was. And with it now being out in the public, of course, a whole lot of reviews are coming in. It was at 100% on Rotten Tomato. Now I think it's at I think it's still in like the mid to high 90s at Rotten Tomato. And many people are calling it one of, if not the best horror film of the year so far. And I agree with that statement. It is a really good horror film. There are quite a number of creepy moments that just remind me as a person that I should always sleep with a light on. Because if you sleep with a light on, you'll be able to see stuff that's in the darkness. And so you won't be startled by that when you wake up. That's just a little tip from me. Another thing, this movie's tense in the fact that it carries just a weight of tension throughout the whole thing. For instance, we open. There's a shot in I think both the teaser or the first trailer and the second trailer also featured this shot of the two dogs just kind of like looking at each other. And then also the dude walking into like a shed and shining a flashlight onto something. That is the Kickstarter for this movie. And then it just continues to snowball and snowball and get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger as it goes along. Not once in this film did I feel relaxed. There were bits of comedy in there, which I appreciate. But at the same time, it's like there's just still this air of tension throughout the whole film. And Dave Franco and Alison Brie did an absolutely amazing job. I know they're married in real life, but they do a really good job of portraying a dysfunctional couple. Like, they do such an absolutely amazing job in this movie. I'm wondering, like, my assumption is they probably used, a fair bit of CG in making the effects in this movie. I hope that this is my hope, some of it was practical. That's my hope anyway, is that some of it was practical. Yeah, there was just a lot of just disturbing imagery in this movie that I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of my brain for at least the next week, because I think weapons will be the new thing that will come in and absolutely scare my brain out of its mind. Excuse me. It's been a long day, and I know when I'm going to go to sleep, I may dream of this, and I'm going to have nightmares, and I'm not going to get any sleep because I was so freaked out by this movie. Yeah, this movie was absolutely just just I want it out of my body. I mean, I'm happy that I saw it, but just like out of my body, please. Performances were really good. Lots of weird, creepy imagery. The direction was really good. The soundtrack I thought was really, really good as well. Really fit the vibe of the whole film. Yeah, it's really good. If you guys have the chance to check out this movie, I highly, highly suggest that you do. Hopefully you don't leave as messed up as I did after watching it. That's my only hope. But that is it for my review of Together. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of Together. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me, guys. Be safe out there. And remember, you don't have to live out in the woods to be happy. Like, if you know that there's, some like cult activity in like near your new house, like, maybe just don't go to that new house. Maybe just stay at your old house and just, suck it up, bite the bullet, and just stay there so that you don't have to deal with all this cult stuff. Again, just the little advice from me. I will see you guys next time.